Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your sports chica, Carolina Teague, and we're here, episode 58. Actually, we have an exclusive interview today. This is League of Our Own. I'd like to welcome all you guys back. Everybody watching all across the world, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I have a really special guest here today. A future world champion is what he tells me he is, at least Rick Morones. And Kevin Ayala here says he might be a future world champion. But I don't know if that's true because apparently he doesn't talk that much. Is that true, Kevin?
I get a bit shy, but yeah.
But you do feel like you're a world champion, though, right?
Yeah. I'm going to be world champion one day.
So why do you think you're going to be a world champion one day?
Just all the hard work I put in every day, just going to lead up to me being a world champion.
Yeah. So Rick Morones is here with us from Team Morones Boxing, and it's going to be really exciting because this is probably one of the best cards, you've had in a while, is what the guys are telling me, because we have a multitude of boxers here. But this is the youth in San Antonio that's going to be the next generation of up-and-coming fighters. Rick, can you give us a rundown on why Kevin is so special as a boxer and what we can expect this Saturday on the card that you guys have, Star Power, at Randy's Ballroom at 7 o'clock?
Yeah, as you mentioned, I mean, the event is titled Star Power for a reason. This will probably be the youngest event that I've ever done. This is actually my 72nd boxing event in San Antonio. And it's exciting because they're all, we got 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds that all have potential to become world champions. Kevin is just a very special talent. He's a kid who was ranked as an amateur, one of the best amateurs to come out of San Antonio, ranked number 1 in the world. As you see, he's got some work on he got some work to do to get better speaking. But I think as time goes, he'll develop into what he's made to be, and that's a star.
Mm-hmm. And well, honestly, when it comes to speaking of things like that, when it comes to boxing, really words don't mean anything as long as you have the hands to back it up, right? So that's going to come with time, just, having him speak. But at the same time, he's one of the best fighters to come out of San Antonio. Kevin, I have to ask you, what got you into boxing to begin with? Like, what made you say, I want... First of all, how old are you? You look really young. So how old are you?
I'm 17 years old.
You're 17? Oh, my gosh. And what school do you go to?
I'm homeschooled.
You're homeschooled. And why did you decide to homeschool? Is it because of boxing?
Yeah, it's because school didn't accept like unexcused absence or so they only let us have miss 10 days of school for the year, and that was not enough, so we had to go homeschool.
So when you had these unexcused absences, it was not due to just you not wanting to be in school. It was because of your career and your future aspirations as a boxer. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's because we would go to nationals whenever I was amateur, and we would miss 5-6 days because that's how long the whole week is of fighting. And yeah. So was it a hard decision or was it an easy decision to make to be homeschooled? Well, I think I kind of got used to it because COVID hit, and then we went homeschooled for that 1 year. And then after that, I just went homeschooled from pretty much freshman, and then now I'm senior. So,
you know what? I didn't even think about the COVID aspect. You're 17 years old. You're in amateurs, and then COVID hits in 2020. Did that stall anything as far as you getting your feet wet in your boxing career in the amateurs, or did the things seem to still continue, or did you still train? How did it work out for you?
It slowed down for about a year. Mostly everybody. There was no fights really. Just stayed in the gym, trained at our house, and then I already had a good amount of fights, so I was already just ready to turn pro.
Mm-hmm. And you have, you're 17 years old, you're really young, but you know exactly what you want. You've already spoke that you're going to be a world champion into existence. Even people at my age, they don't even know what they want to be when they get older. What made you say, how old were you when you were like, I want to do boxing for the rest of my life?
Probably after, because I did football at first. I was doing football and boxing when I first started, and then about a year or two later, it was I had to do one or the other because it was getting in the way of both of them. So I was like, I'm just stick to boxing, and then just commit from there.
Mm-hmm. And do you who has been your inspiration as far as boxing is concerned? Do you look up to anybody in particular?
I'm a big fan of Teofimo Lopez. That's a big fighter.
They say that he might possibly. Who did they say he was going to fight recently?
Tank.
It was Tank, right?
In Dallas.
In Dallas? Oh, that's actually not that far from here. Do you think that Teofimo Lopez can beat Tank Davis?
Yeah. We'll see, cause you know how Tank he be putting the rehydration clause and everything. But we'll see how it goes.
What do you think about rehydration clauses? Do you think they're fair or what?
I don't really think they're fair, but you know that's just how it is if you're the A side.
So let's just say, like, in the future, you have an opportunity to become a world champion. I just like putting future stuff in the air, and somebody's the A side, and they want you to do a rehydration clause. Would you take it?
I don't know. You guys just see like what else they're asking, and then just really dig down deep on like see what else is in the contract.
So besides Teofimo Lopez, who would you say you would emulate your career after, if you could emulate your career after somebody, or who would you say else would inspire you to keep going in the future? And I'm sorry, let me scratch that whole question because that sucks. The question I really have for you is, who is in your corner to make sure that you become a world champion?
So one of my trainers is my main coach is Coach Alex, and then my second coach is my dad, and then I have my cut man.
That's awesome.
And then a strength and conditioning coach, Jesse Coronado.
So all those people are, in your corner to help you become the greatest version of yourself.
Yeah.
Now, how did Rick, how did you get in touch with Kevin? How did you guys make things happen? How do you see somebody as young and talented as somebody like him, who has a lot of potential? He seems like he's really focused. How do you put your name behind that?
Well, his father had reached out to me originally to get him on a card, and then the relationship with us just, it goes a little past boxing. We became good friends, and told his father, my job is to get these guys into a certain point where they can graduate into bigger and better things. So I give them the platform to keep building their records. And with his father, we made a commitment to each other that I would help in that area, build him till he gets to that point. With me, my name's behind everybody in San Antonio. However I can help, I'm going to be here for all these guys. And that's what we're looking to do with Kevin, is build him to a certain point, help his stock grow, and let him become a star. You got to be a star first in your city. Once you got the city behind you, it's game on.
Yeah.
And I believe Kevin has the ability to do those things.
I think so too. He seems like he has a good head on his shoulders. I mean, I've only known you for 5 minutes, but it seems like he has a really good head on his shoulders.
He's a very good kid. His father is a very good businessman as well, and he keeps him on that leash. He's gonna make sure that Kevin. The only thing that can kind of interrupt that is obviously life. Things happen. Other than that, there's no reason why this kid, you shouldn't see him in a big stage soon.
Well, you said life can get in the way, right? If life did get in the way, what advice would you give him to keep going? Because you're so young and life happens, right, to everybody. What would the advice you would give to him be?
Man, I tell all the guys the same thing. I know there's been quite a fighters that I've told. I think the biggest thing when you're chasing a dream and you're chasing goals is the negativity. I had to learn at a very young age. I've been doing this. I did my first professional fight 13 years ago. And when I started, it was like, oh, he's too young. I've heard it all. Be careful with Morones. I've heard everything. And as long as you within yourself, you know who you are, you know the facts and the truth about yourself, and your intentions are always pure, you got to keep your eyes straight, man. You can't let these guys, because, there's a famous quote, if it ain't them, they don't want to see you win. So that would be my advice to these young guys is, because once here's the crazy part. Once these guys, I tell them, once they start winning, and they get bigger and bigger, it gets worse and worse.
Facts.
And you have to be prepared for that, because it comes with the territory. It comes with, I have an uncle who lays in the couch every single day. He's like 313 pounds. Oh, LeBron's overrated. Michael Jordan was we can't win. There's always somebody, there's always a critic. So that would be my advice to these guys. When the negativity starts coming with that star power, you got to stay focused, keep your eyes on the prize.
Yeah. Well, it seems like you have good people around you to keep you focused and get to that next step. So I'm really excited to see what you do. So what can I and all the other fans that are coming out this Saturday, what can we expect from you this Saturday?
Hopefully a knockout, and yeah.
What's your prediction? Knockout in what round?
Hopefully the second or third round.
That's really short. How many rounds are there in your round?
4 right now.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like how many rounds is it? Okay. But that's still good. I'm looking forward, because hopefully I get to be there, right? I get to be there.
Yeah, no doubt.
I get to be there. Okay, so hopefully when I'm there,
gotta have the female goat there. Go to San Antonio. We gotta have her there.
That means a lot to me. But no, honestly, I'm excited to see your future, and I really mean that because I feel like the best fighters come from San Antonio, and the people that you named, I've heard those names before. And those are the right people to have around you. So I'm really excited to see what you end up doing with your career. And when you become a superstar, are you going to forget about little people like me and Rick Morones?
Nah, I'll always remember y'all.
Okay, good. Okay. And last but not least, what are you going to... Okay, this is my last question to you. So we were talking about diets in the back and how we can't stay on track. Me and Guyland, we have a hard time keeping on track. And what better person to ask than a boxer how to stay on track? What would be your advice to anybody who wants to stay on track with their workout routine and their exercise plan or exercise and nutrition plan?
Usually, you just gotta stay dedicated to it, and you just gotta have it's really all mental, like, oh, I want a treat or I want something sweet, you just gotta.
A treat?
Yeah.
like a puppy.
Yeah. Like a Twix or something, you just gotta stick your mind to, eating healthy, and then just stick to your diet.
So what's going to be your cheat meal when you win? Because you're going to get a knockout in the second round. That means you're going to eat pretty early. So what is going to be your treat?
Usually probably pizza with some candy, like a Twix or something.
You already thought about it? Yeah. He's like, a pizza with a Twix. Do you drink soda?
Not a big soda guy. More of a lemonade guy.
Oh, okay, I was going to say like beer or something like that. No. You're too young. Oh, you're too young. Has anybody gave you a beer before? Like, to try?
No.
Okay. Okay, just wondering. All right, you guys, that was Kevin Ayala. He is going to be fighting at Star Power, future star in the making. I'm really, really grateful. Thank you so much for speaking with us, Kevin. I'm excited to see you become a world champion in the future.
Thank you.